Most cakes rely on frosting to make them interesting. Buttercream, fondant, glaze, something piled on top to add flavor and texture. But this cake does something completely different, and honestly, it might even be better. Instead of frosting, the Swedish almond cake is topped with a warm mixture of butter, brown sugar, milk, and toasted in almonds that gets poured over the cake, and as it bakes, something amazing happens. The butter melts into the surface, the brown sugar caramelizes, and the almonds toast into this golden crunchy layer that becomes the most perfect topping. Underneath that, you've got a soft buttery sponge made with buttermilk, eggs, and vanilla that stays incredibly tender and moist. So every bite gives you this amazing contrast. Light cake on the bottom and a rich caramelized almond topping on top. It's the kind of cake that looks like it came straight out of a Scandinavian bakery, but it's made with simple ingredients and a method that's actually really easy. This style of almond cake is inspired by classic Swedish baking, where simple flavors like butter, almonds, and caramelized sugar come together to create desserts that feel cozy, elegant, and just a little bit indulgent. Today I'm showing you exactly how to make it step by step. Let's get started. First, prepare your cake tin. I'm using a standard 9-inch springform cake tin with easy release. Line it with parchment paper and lightly spray or base with oil so that the cakes release easily later. Next, we're going to toast the almonds for the topping. Spread them out and toast them on a moderate temperature and until they're lightly golden and fragrant in the oven. This step is small but important because it deepens the flavor and gives the topping that rich, nutty taste. Now for the cake batter. First, we're going to melt the butter in the microwave and then set it aside to let it cool slightly. We'll use it soon. Then, in a bowl, combine the buttermilk with lemon juice. The acidity helps tenderize the cake and gives it a subtle brightness. Give it a good whisk and then set that aside for a moment too. In another large bowl, sift together the flour, baking powder, and salt. This helps keep the cake light and prevents lumps. Quick check on the toasted almonds and flip of the almonds and then back into the oven for a few more minutes. I want it slightly more golden. Now in one last bowl, combine your sugar, eggs, and vanilla and give it a good whisk. Keep whisking until the mixture becomes more pale and almost a creamy yellow color. This step helps with incorporating air into the batter, which keeps the cake soft and fluffy. Once that's ready, we're going to start bringing it all together. Add about 1/3 of the flour mixture over the egg mixture and gently fold it in. Then pour in about half of the buttermilk mixture and fold again. We're going to continue repeating this by adding more flour and more buttermilk mixture until it's all gone. We're going to continue alternating, and this alternating method helps keep the batter smooth without overmixing it. Now we're going to drizzle in half of the melted butter and fold it through the batter, and then add the remaining butter and then gently fold again until everything is combined. Be sure to scrape the bottom of the bowl so you don't leave any pockets of flour behind. Quick taste test of the batter and I can tell you it's divine. Meanwhile, our almonds look great, so bring them out of the oven. Then we're going to pour in that beautiful batter into the prepared cake tin. Get every last bit of that golden goodness out. Bake the cakes in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're golden and set. We're going to cook at about 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While the cakes bake, we can prepare our topping. In a saucepan, combine the butter, brown sugar, milk, salt, and toasted almonds. Heat the mixture gently while stirring as the butter melts. After a few minutes, it should start to bubble and thicken slightly, and what you're essentially making here is a quick caramel glaze that will help coat the almonds. Once the cake is baked, take it out of the oven and set it aside. Now we're going to turn up the oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit. Pour all of the almond glaze over the top and spread the almonds evenly so they form a thick layer across the surface. Then place the cakes back into the oven. Bake them for another 8 to 10 minutes until the topping becomes a darker golden brown. This is where the magic happens. The brown sugar caramelizes, the butter soaks into the top of the cake, and the almonds become beautifully crisp. Once it comes out of the oven, let the cake cool slightly before slicing. And the result is absolutely incredible. The cake itself is soft, buttery, and tender with a gentle hint of vanilla and lemon. Then on top you get this rich caramel almond crust that adds crunch, sweetness, and a deep nutty flavor. It's honestly so insane. Every bite has contrast: soft cake, crunchy almonds, buttery caramel. It's the kind of cake that feels fancy enough for guests but simple enough to make anytime you're craving something special. You can serve it slightly warm, which is my favorite, or you can also let it cool completely for a firmer caramel topping too. It's perfect with tea, coffee, or even a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a drizzle of melted chocolate. And once you make it, you'll understand why almond cakes like this have been so loved for generations. If you enjoy this recipe and want to see more elevated bakes or special desserts like this one, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell or drop me a comment. I love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!